Now, about 20 or so years ago, people did not want to associate themselves with Korean cars because they were known to be very unreliable. They were affordable, but their build quality was not good at all. But 2 decades down the line, so much has changed. Korean cars have improved in so many aspects, be it their designs, build quality, fuel consumption, and more importantly, their reliability. Today, vehicles such as Hyundai Santa Fe, Kia Sportage, and even Kia Sorento are not that rare on Kenyan roads. And in fact, their numbers are increasing ever so slightly. The quality of these cars is almost at par with some of the other well-established car brands like Toyota. Now, today we are going to be taking a look at a compact crossover that can really give competitors such as the RAV4, Mazda CX5, and Subaru Forester a run for their money. This crossover is the 2016 Hyundai Tucson. It looks good, it's filled to the brim with features that the competitors don't even offer, and it's also very reliable. In this particular episode, I'll tell you why this car may in fact be better than some, if not most of its competitors. So please stay tuned. Do consider subscribing to the channel for more informative content on cars and bikes, and welcome to Ekevoto Reviews. So the 2016 model is the 3rd generation, which was in production from 2016 till 2021. You can get this 2016 model from roughly around 3.5 million shillings depending on the trim level. The more recent models like the 2018 and 2019 can cost as much as 4.5 million. It's slightly more expensive than a 2016 Forester, but almost at par with the 2016 RAV4, though among all these crossovers, it offers quite a lot of impressive features, as we will see later. In terms of the engine options, there are several depending on where you import from, but the most common engine is the 2000cc naturally aspirated petrol engine that mostly comes paired to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Other engine options include a 1600cc turbo petrol, a 2400cc petrol. Then in terms of the diesels, there's a 1.6 liter turbo diesel, 1.7, and lastly a 2.0. The petrol engines are available either as a multi-point injection or GDI, that stands for gasoline direct injection. This car is available either as a front or all-wheel drive. Apart from the 6-speed automatic, there's also a 7-speed dual clutch that comes exclusively paired to the 1.6 liter turbo petrol. There's also a 6-speed manual, which is rare, as well as an 8-speed automatic. So unlike the competitors, this crossover comes with a proper automatic gearbox and not a CVT. In fact, apart from Peugeots and Mazdas, it's only Hyundais and Kias that also come with automatic transmissions. They have not embraced CVT transmissions that much, like Toyotas, Hondas, and even Nissans. The most reliable and affordable engine to maintain is the 2000cc naturally aspirated petrol. It's a simple engine, not that powerful, it's just decent in terms of power, maybe a bit underpowered with 5 passengers and cargo in the boot, but it's very reliable and easy to maintain. The diesels, just like any other diesel engine, are sensitive to poor maintenance and also slightly expensive to maintain, though they are very torquey and also very fuel efficient. The 1600cc turbo petrol is not that common, and it's also not that reliable. It's a bit sensitive and it needs a very careful maintenance schedule because of the turbo and also the dual clutch transmission. The 2.4 liter is also not that common. It was more common in the US market. So generally the most ideal engine to go for is the 2000cc petrol. It's simple, decently powerful, reliable, and affordable to maintain. Moving on to fuel consumption, the 2.0 liter petrol can give between 10 to around 14 kilometers per liter. In traffic about 10, and on the highway up to around 14 kilometers per liter. This is a heavy car and that engine feels slightly underpowered, so you will find that at times you really have to press hard on the accelerator to squeeze out as much power as possible, and this will consequently hurt the efficiency figures. The 2.4 liter is slightly more powerful but less efficient. It can give up to around 13 kilometers per liter. The 1.6 liter diesel can give up to as much as 19 kilometers per liter, which is very good, and that's the beauty about diesel engines. They are very torquey yet also very fuel efficient. Lastly, the 1.6 liter turbo petrol with the DCT can give around 14.5 kilometers per liter. This crossover has a 62 liter fuel tank. Ground clearance measures in between 172 to around 192 millimeters depending on which market you import from. Generally, it's very good, so worrying about bumps and uneven road surfaces will be an issue. In terms of the brakes, it gets front ventilated discs and solid discs at the back. Safety-wise, depending on the trim level, it can come with between 2 to 6 airbags, 2 airbags for the base models and 6 on the upper trim levels. Other safety features include ABS, EBD, hill start assist, downhill brake control, blind spot detection, and lane departure alert. Finally, some of the extra features you can get in this car include a panoramic sunroof, leather interior, electric seats, electronic parking brake, rear AC vents, parking sensors, automatic tailgate, heated and cooled seats, especially at the front, cruise control, and even paddle lamps, as well as an illumination on the door handles. This crossover beats all its competitors in terms of the features. It has features that you can only get in luxury SUVs. So what about its looks? Do let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I think it's a good looking crossover. It has a sharp and elegant look, especially when viewed from the front. This is not a crossover that will just blend into the crowd on Kenyan roads. It's something very different from the other more common Xtrails, Foresters, and RAV4s. Moving on into the interior, it's basic but well laid out. The quality of materials is a mix and match with a bit of hard plastics as well as soft touch surfaces. It's a very comfortable car in terms of how it handles the road and also in terms of the seat comfort. It's not as spacious as something like an Xtrail or RAV4. In fact, it's smaller even exterior-wise compared to a CX5, Forester, CRV, and RAV4, but it's still not too bad in terms of the interior space. 3 people can be accommodated at the back comfortably, and if you go for upper trim levels, you even get rear AC vents for that added comfort and convenience. The boot capacity is just under 500 liters, 488 liters to be precise. It's decent enough, you can fit in a large suitcase and several other items. So generally, it's fairly spacious enough for a family of around 5 people. Now let's quickly take a look at the pros and cons of this crossover, beginning with the pros. The first one is that it's very feature loaded even if you get the mid-trim level. It offers so many impressive features that you cannot get in its competitors unless you now go for the luxury options such as Audi Q5 or maybe BMW X3. Another pro is the good looks. This crossover will definitely turn heads. It's something different and it sure does look quite good. Reliability is also another strong point, especially if you get the naturally aspirated 2-liter engine. It's easy and affordable to maintain. The unreliability stories that were associated with Hyundais and Kias are stories of the past now, and this is a crossover that you can buy today and it will serve you for years and years. It's just as reliable as a RAV4 or Honda CRV. On to its weak points. The first one is that being a rare car, some of the spare parts may be a bit difficult to get, and especially the body parts. Mechanical parts may not be such a problem, but the body parts can give you a bit of a headache in case you get involved in an accident and maybe need to replace some body parts. Another weak point is its purchase price, which is a bit on the steep side. In fact, it's more expensive than a Subaru Forester, but you could argue that it offers quite a lot in terms of the features and even in terms of the driving dynamics. It has a proper automatic gearbox compared to the Forester that has a CVT. So there you have it. Would I recommend this crossover over its competitors? Yes, I would. It offers a lot of features, it looks good, it handles well, and is just as reliable as its competitors. This crossover is better and more affordable than a 2016 RAV4. It's better than an Xtrail. It's almost at par with a CRV or a CX5. Among all these crossovers, do let me know which one you would go for. Personally, I would go with this Hyundai Tucson. This would make an almost perfect choice, especially for those who want a unique car that will not blend into the crowd. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, if you have any inquiries, feel free to reach me via WhatsApp or email. That's it for this particular episode. Stay safe. See you in the next one.